Coming up on Mountain News this morning, as unemployment numbers remain high in the Commonwealth, we talked with one company that is hiring hundreds of people here in Kentucky. And Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell weighs in on what Americans could potentially expect from a second COVID-19 stimulus package.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Lacey Roberts, and thank you for joining me on Mountain News This Morning. Today is Thursday, July 23rd. Continuing with that gorgeous weather that we had outside yesterday, it's going to be here today. Let's go ahead and bring in Brandon Robinson for what we can expect. Good morning, Brandon.
Good morning, Lacey. Yeah, we're tracking a few scattered storms this morning, but I think two major at this point. Most of the action moving out of Logan County, going back into central West Virginia. Got a couple of stray showers right there on the Wayne County, Pulaski County border, and a couple riding along the Kentucky-Virginia border as well. Nothing too crazy going on this morning. Temperatures in the 70s area-wide, from 70 in Williamsburg and Harlan to about 74 there in Jackson up on top of the ridge. Everybody else dropping just a little bit there this morning. Your 12-hour planner takes us back into back and forth rain chances again today. Again, we'll probably see partly to mostly cloudy skies. The temperature's a little cooler as that cold front rolls into town, and we'll see those scattered chances for showers and storms off and on throughout the day, and some of those could be on the stronger side. We'll have the full forecast details in just a little bit. Lacey.
Thank you, Brandon. And more than 5,000 members of a self-proclaimed militia are expected to show up in Louisville this weekend. The NFAC, which has a name we cannot say on air, says it plans to come to Louisville. The group recently staged a similar protest near Atlanta on July 4th. The Metro Council President David James recently organized a call between NFAC leaders and Attorney General Daniel Cameron. The group says it is hoping to send a message that justice is being demanded for Breonna Taylor.
And to all of y'all who think it's a game, not at all. We just need somebody in custody for the murder of Miss Breonna.
Metro Police say that they've reached out to the group and they'll take appropriate steps to prepare for whatever happens Saturday. NFAC organizers say that the event will not be a violent one. And as coronavirus cases continue to spike, a new federal relief package is in the works in Washington. Yesterday, we talked to Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, who says their bill will focus on three topics: kids, jobs, and health care. Liability protection will also be a component of the bill. He says education might look a little different this year, but focusing on educating kids is crucial.
We're not going to try to micromanage for every school district in America how they spend the money, but we know that whether they end up doing distance learning or whether they are in school, they're going to need additional financial assistance in order to have education available for our kids.
McConnell also mentioned a second round of the Paycheck Protection Program for small businesses. He says he hopes to come together with a package that the Senate can agree on before the first week or so of August. And a call center in southeastern Kentucky is offering something many businesses cannot during this pandemic: jobs. Accenture is one of the biggest employers in southeast Kentucky and is looking to add hundreds of jobs in the next several months. WYMT's Emily Bennett brings us an update on the expansion.
For months, news of layoffs and unemployment has been unending, but for one employer in the region, it's quite the opposite.
Strangely enough, as fate would have it, we've been growing and expanding during the pandemic.
Accenture hiring more than 700 people during the pandemic and looking to grow even more.
Our current employment is around 2,700, and we're going to be adding 600 to that over the next 2 to 3 months.
One of the new employees is Rachel Brewer.
I was kind of nervous about even being able to get a job.
Her husband hurt his back several months ago and cannot work to support her and their 8 children, but now has 3 weeks under her belt at Accenture.
It's a relief that there's people still hiring right now. We're in a very scary time right now.
Most employees are now working from home, something CEO Chris Deaton says will continue even after the pandemic ends.
So we believe that not only for Centure, but for companies nationwide that do our type of work, this is probably the new normal for most of them. Now, we have certain clients that still require us to have people on site.
But with the work from home model comes challenges. One being the requirement of internet, something easier said than done in this region.
The need for broadband in Eastern Kentucky is very real. It's something that hopefully our officials can take care of.
Hoping to provide more job opportunities when no one else can. In London, Emily Bennett, WYMT Mountain News.
The pay starts at $12.50 an hour and can go up to $20 an hour. Part-time and full-time positions are available. And since this virus started spreading in the United States, we've seen the recommendations from the CDC and medical establishments change a few times. The Centers for Disease Control now recommends wearing a mask as a way to prevent respiratory droplets from traveling into the air and onto other people. But critics of the idea point out that the opposite was suggested in March. Medical experts, such as the chief medical officer at Baptist Health Lexington, say changes like this are almost to be expected with a virus so new.
Actually, all medical insights are that way. Scientists are supposed to stay open-minded as new information comes on board, and that's in full display with COVID-19.
We've also seen concerns of inflated testing numbers because individuals who test positive more than once might be counted as multiple positive cases. While there is no way to say that has not happened, Governor Andy Beshear did say they were trying to keep each of those people as individual cases, no matter how many tests they took. And Pike County Public Libraries are working to help during the pandemic, offering curbside pickup to keep people supplied with books and stories as a distraction. But they are also offering something else. WYMT's Buddy Forbes has more about the library's free mask project.
The library may be closed, but it is far from quiet, as humming fills the genealogy room.
So I started this, and it's been about 18 years that we have been quilting.
The Pike County Library Quilters Club is known for creating and donating from quilts and other items to a new focus.
Since March, we have been making these masks, and yesterday I think we went a little over 1,600 that we've made so far.
And as the pandemic continues,
92 orders. We had 92 when we started today.
The need becomes more obvious.
People are really calling out to us, and because they are free. And you know, this is a hard time right now. There's people who are not working. There's people who actually need these masks.
So it is an all hands on deck situation.
So we have used social distancing, and I've reached out to the quilters who are out in the county, and they are helping provide masks as well.
But Hopkins says the ability to provide free masks is really made possible by the support of the community.
You'd be surprised at the people who call out to us and say, what can we do to help you? Because they know whatever they do for us, we're putting straight back out into the community.
Support that threads the region together in times of trial. In Pike County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
There is a waiting list for the masks, but they are usually available within a couple of days. To find out more, you can call the library closest to you. And organizations like Save the Children are stepping up to make the transition back to school a little easier. Yesterday, they held a massive giveaway in Knott County, from books, toothpaste, and lotion to activity bags. Some selected bags even contain an index card indicating they won a prize. Those prizes ranged from a crock pot to a 50-inch TV.
We've given some of this out, but it's been through meals programs and just here and there been giving it out. But as far as giving a large giveaway, no, we've not done anything like this.
While the giveaway and items focused on children in the Knott County school system up to 6 years old, anyone in the community was welcome and no one left empty-handed. And with limited food resources in Perry County may be in for a break. Officials with the University of Louisville and the Aetna Foundation securing a grant of $100,000 in an effort to address food insecurity and healthy eating in Perry County. Dr. Frances Hardin Fanning says that Hazard is the perfect location, citing its supportive nature as the primary reason.
It's very much grassroots advocacy, which is what Aetna and the American Public Health Association were looking for this challenge. So you have people who live in the community who are very much aware of the issues as well as the resources and have the answers to solutions that we can come up with.
The 2-year project aims to increase food security screening and donations of healthy foods while coordinating existing food security services and conducting root analysis of food insecurity issues. Dr. Hardin Fanning also says the 2-year project helps to lower issues associated with diabetes and heart disease within the county. Just ahead on Mountain News this morning, we're going to break down one Morehead brewery is battling to keep their name.
And we continue to track the possibility for some stronger storms this afternoon with a cold front arriving in the mountains. We'll talk about it and detail it out in about 3 minutes.